Good news from the front lines. The disciples over at Eve Mist Mansion have been defeated.
I'm sorry, I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you.
What a huge...
This Orient cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people. All the elixir crucibles that the Videodora helped to construct contain cloud hymn magic.
But
You are indeed the chosen one.
Of Vidyadhara Mirajako? These memories... No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
They say that your woman's power...
Long. I was exiled from the Shenzhou. I'm no longer...
Surging power. If you... Something terrible is happening in Steel Gorge Waterscape. Please, don't go any...
I'm sorry.
You didn't heed us then? And it seems you already made your decision.
He's here. That feeling, Kafka.
Well, don't resist.
You're here.
It's time to pay the price!
You think changing form will help you escape?
I've told you and that woman many times. I've nothing to do with you.
Dan Hung. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even I will force this suffering upon.
Not on my... You're not murdering anyone today, feud.
Jing Yuan's lapdog.
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You looked so...
Look out!
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
Stop! You...
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. The High Elder of the Videodora. Imbibitor Lunae. You really thought the Stellaron Hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice! I've heard of you, Imbibitor Lunae. First it was the Stellaron hunters, now an exiled criminal is Sword Evening.
I have no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure this.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
Out of the way! Do not be afraid.
Better. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so?
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the...
So it begins. Fail to send you.
Surrender!
What's wrong? Afraid to hurt the boy. Fail to send you. Too little.
You're all in on it!
I wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
So did she teach you? Then you deserve no mercy. Fail to send you.
Can't delay any longer. I didn't wish to harm anyone, but there's no other way.
This isn't over.
All of you listen to me. Stop. Well, Blady?
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you...
Genuine.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return...
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter.
General,
Now is not the time. It has been a long time. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Danfeng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Dan Heng. Whether Danfeng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not...
Raising old nets only darkens the water, an exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is...
I already...
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the... Before I can let Don Feng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor.
I may not be capable of the things that Don...
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. I am the general of the Luofu. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Expressor.
You brought them here?
Yes. They are waiting in the... I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance. The hunt is far from over. Yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits. Our intelligence tells us that the Legion are a mad and destructive war machine. Yet they never took up our... Lord Ravager Fantalia favors internal collapse, which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadows. Now that her plot has been laid bare... Do you know something? When Don Feng committed his great crime, the Ten Lords Commission advocated strongly for him to be... The Vidyadhara were under great pressure. In order to placate the Ten Lords and Skyfaring Commissions, they performed an exuviation charm on Don Feng against his will. Still, they ensured that the charm contained a flaw, thinking that this would fool the Ten Lords Commission. The senior Vidyadhara were sure of their scheme. But you cannot hide fire with paper. Look, your friends are taking...
We need to help them. Heaven's Search. Break!
Let's go.
A foregone conclusion.
Heaven's Search. Rise!
This is our chance.
Conflict is pitiless.
Told you I could fight. Here! You can't run!
Heaven's Search. Break!
Let's make it quick. Yeah!
Heaven's Search. Rise!
There's no time to lose. Here is thunder.
Try that again! You can't run!
Who's next?
Heaven's Search. Break!
A foregone conclusion.
Tough luck running into me! Phew!
Heaven's Search. Rise!
Conflict is pitiless.
Try that again!
Time for the master stroke. show no mercy.
Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move!
Heaven's Surge. Break!
Jing Yuan, where have you been?
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The Seat of Divine Foresight relayed the battle reports to me. As for Fantilia's plan...
The ambrosial Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the...
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have...
Huh? Is that... Don... You are Don, huh?
It's a lot.
So... you...
Let us save such reminiscence for my astral guests. When you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron. Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by... However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Fantilia means that the situation is far from under our control.
Even if the crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, those words can feel far. Fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face. Whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here...
Don Hung?
Thank you, Don.
How am I still one of the
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they...
There is no master plan, only a bet. A bet on the senior videographers income...
Hi, Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor, remnants of the curse of the plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, but under the direction of the High Elder, the Videodora guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve. And
It looks so much like Don Hung. I wonder if... the statue... Don Hung's brother?
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, do you understand, Don Hong? Since Dong Feng perished, the Luofu Videodora have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the Arbor, what happens next is in your hand.
The annals mention that Scale Gorge Waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Shuhu upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of this passage.
Jing Yuan. General, are...
I wouldn't say so. I'll be counting on a few...
General, don't cast us aside.
Yes, General. We may not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as Cloud Knights to protect the Xianzhou. How can we let Outworlders face the day?
I understand your sentiments, soldiers. But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination of abundance. They are a Lord Ravager of the You have a more important duty. Cloud Knights, after I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, and if the seawater returns to its original state.
Yes, General!
Lady Fu, if I am unable to return...
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person.
Spoken.